Alright, as much as I liked this peel and stick tile, it's time to peel it. So I already peeled this one off. I will say this is an outer facing wall, and it's been really hot the last few days. So I decided to try and pull it to see if it would come off clean. And honestly, it's just taking off the first layer of paint, which I'm gonna repaint this wall anyway. So I'm not super worried about that, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like when you peel off the rest of it. I do think this is a little bit of the peel and stick tile left behind. I'll probably sand that or try to peel it off a little bit more. And then down here, same thing, just the first layer of paint. Alright, so the only place I'm seeing where it actually might peel off more than just the paint is where we overlaid the tile. So it's going to be very careful where we like double laid over the tile pieces. Alrighty. So that is all off. Now it's time to do a little bit of sanding. I might have to do a little coat of patch over this part. I took down the tile because I'm going to do this wall this weekend. What do you think? So my question for you, mister, is everything came off pretty nicely. It basically just took off the first layer of paint, which is fine because I'm going to repaint it anyway. But this spot right here, do you think I can just sand that and paint over it, or do you think we need to like patch it?
I think you could just paint over it.
That's what I was thinking, because I want to do a good sand, clean the whole wall, and then I'm going to do like 2 layers of paint.
I have to either do a little hammering or...
No, that's how it was.
No, like to smooth it out to make it seamless, but...
I'm not super worried about that, as long as it looks nice. We're doing the reverse landlord special. But yeah, I think it'll be nice, especially with the way the paint is in the bathroom. It's so much easier to clean, and I kind of want to do it now while we have time, and not, like, I'm trying to space out stuff over the next few months so that we're not doing all this shit when we're moving. And this is a small wall, so I figured I could just do this weekend. Hello. Dang, that's crisp. Ryan, vlog camera. Okay, so it is Monday, August 12th when I'm filming this. We just toured our #1 apartment complex on Friday, and we submitted an application on Friday. We got notified over the weekend that we had to submit our proof of income, so what we're waiting for is for the CPA because we use one CPA with Alvin's family because it's a family business. He works for the family business, so they do all their taxes together. But we need the CPA to verify his proof of income because it is a small family business. And that hasn't come in yet. So I am anxious because like they gave us a deadline technically of Sunday to get the paperwork in, but it was a weekend. So we're thinking they'll give us some leeway, but I'm really hoping we can get that form or whatever letter the CPA has to send in today so we can finish our application. And I really, really hope we can get this place. Obviously, it's not the end of the world because we have lots of other options, but this one like ticked off every single box that we had. And I really want to live there. So I'll be sad if we don't get it, but it won't be the end of the world because we have other options. We have a second choice that we also really, really liked. But this one, like literally, like I said, it was perfect. It checked off every single box and I'm just anxious. Like, ultimately, I know, like logically, I know that they'll be lenient with when we turn the paperwork in because it's a brand new apartment complex. They said they're only 20% full. They gave us a lot of lease concessions. Like they want people to move in. So I don't think there's going to be a problem there. I don't think there's going to be a problem with the CPA. They're super responsive during the week. Obviously, we emailed them on a Saturday, so they're not going to get back to us until today. But just my anxiety and just knowing everything that we've gone through the last 8 months, I am just ready to get the hell out of here. And I'm so anxious about any little delay now. It's like we're in go time because as soon as we sign this lease, it's like go, go, go for the next 2 months. We've got to pack everything. We got to clean. We got to declutter. But I'm a little superstitious. Like I don't want to start doing that stuff until we have a lease signed. You know, I feel like I would be putting the cart before the horse otherwise. So I haven't started packing anything. I've been cleaning and I've been decluttering, but I have not packed anything yet. So, yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm really hoping I can come back soon with some good news. All the vibes, all the good thoughts. Okay. So it's Monday morning. I've got to get cleaned up, get ready, work a full day. I have like back-to-back meetings all day. But at least it'll keep me busy. We got approved. We just got approved for our dream apartment. I haven't gotten the email yet, but I've been like checking all day. I've been checking emails. I've been checking Alvin's email. I've been checking our online like leasing portal, and it's in the portal where I see, congrats, your application has been approved. And now all we have to do is review the lease. I'm gonna cry. I am so happy. I'm so happy. Things are looking up. Things are definitely looking up. This is exactly what we wanted. We knew that if we stuck it out here and we saved up, that we'd be able to not just move somewhere immediately to like get out of here and end up maybe in a worse situation, but like to actually like upgrade. And I can't believe it. Okay, I'm gonna go take Rex out, absorb this a little bit, and then hopefully we'll also get like the email from property management as well, just to confirm, but we're gonna go through the lease tonight. So did we just sign our lease? So now we're just waiting for them to countersign? Yes. We signed lease though. We did it. So it's about 2 weeks, I think, since the last clip that I showed you. We went to Spirit Halloween to celebrate the lease. So what happened was, they sent us the lease. We read through everything, we signed our part of it, sent it back, didn't hear back for a little bit. And the problem is the main person that we are dealing with, like in the leasing office, like doesn't work Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I think they work Thursday through Sunday. So we kept getting like handed off between people at the leasing office, which in any other circumstance would be fine. Like it reminds me a lot about my job, right? We do something very similar, and it's difficult to get all the details of, you know, I'll call it a project, from one person to the other sometimes. And it's like every time we got handed off to somebody new, they would forget to add something, or they would need us to reprove something, right? So Part of me is thinking this is fine. It's a corporate. It's what happens when you have a corporation running a property like this. And I wanted that because there's a lot more safety in a corporation like that than there is when you're working with like the smaller kind of small town businessy kind of landlords that we're dealing with here, right? But the downside of that is that, like, I am just so anxious to get the hell out of here that, like, any little delay or anything is just driving me up a wall. So it took a little bit longer. We had to, like, do even further steps to prove Alvin's income. I think we're the first couple that's applied to this place that has had their own small business. And by there, I mean, like, Alvin's parents, they have an LLC. They run the LLC, you know, they have a business account and everything. And I think they're not used to dealing with that, and they're used to just dealing with people like me who just have a day job and it's a W-2 kind of thing, right? So we had to jump through so many hoops for that, and it was constantly like missing phone calls, playing phone tag, and then having to email, and then having to submit more paperwork. And so that's been the last 2 weeks. Finally, we got to the point where they gave us a login to our maintenance portal, and we were able to pay the deposit. So we paid deposit, we paid first month's rent, and we were like, okay, that's it. Like, it's good to go. We still haven't gotten a signed lease back though, because I think what their process is because it's a luxury apartment, they like, we sign our part, we pay the deposit. Once they confirm deposit is paid, they sign their side, and then we get the fully executed lease. But we paid the deposit, the exact amount they wanted us to pay, and then a few days later, again, someone else calls back and says, oops, our bad, we forgot to have you pay for the one-time pet fee, so we owe another $500. And we're like, okay, so is that the last step, finally? So we just paid that, like, yesterday, I think. And we're still waiting for a lease to come back. And part of me is thinking, is this a red flag? I am giving them, like, a huge benefit of the doubt because it's a brand new building. These are all people that are new to this company, they were all hired for this building. And I think it's just because we have a very unique financial situation where, like, I have a very standard traditional 9-to-5 job with a W-2, but my husband works for a family business and they own their own business, and it's just complicated. There's a lot of things that become more complicated that way. So I am just hoping that sometime this week, so I'm filming this this is actually right before Labor Day. So this is September 1st. September 2nd, tomorrow is Labor Day. I'm hoping we just get a lease back this week because we have to start packing. And so I'll show you around the apartment real quick. We went out this weekend. We bought some packing supplies, some boxes, some tape and everything because I have to get started today. And I know I did not want to get started packing until we had a lease signed. But we got to get started because our move-in date is in 43 days. But since we paid the deposit, I told my husband, I was like, you know what, at this point, either we get an apartment or I get a felony because I'm not letting thousands of dollars go like that, right? Right. So we paid our deposit. We're just waiting for the formalities to get finished up. So let me show you around our messy apartment. All right, over here, I have a couple of small boxes. Underneath here, I've got crates I'm going to start packing stuff in and out of. I moved our 1x2 calyx over there to hold my empties and stuff that I know we're getting rid of before we actually move. I've been sanitizing our squishies. These are the ones I couldn't get put in the washing machine. The rest are in the dryer right now, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. The baby. Over here, in that corner is where I'm going to start stacking moving boxes once we actually start packing. This is all of our off-season like coats and hoodies that we're not going to use for the next month, so I'm going to wash them, start packing them. This is all of our like costume or special occasion or sentimental clothing that we're not going to use for the next month. So again, wash, pack. Excuse me, puppies. This is our first day bag. I'm going to switch this into a bigger container, hopefully one of those crates in a little bit. Over here, we've got some medium-size boxes from Home Depot. This is all stuff to like patch up and clean this apartment. And once I start packing up some of this stuff, it's all going to go in here so I can take this apart and pack it as well. We've got boxes under here. These are small boxes. We bought like 20 of these because we have a lot of books and we need to pack the books into small boxes so that they're not too heavy for the movers. And then over here, Alvin, here's the brand, it's Ryobi. He is upgrading his tool storage so that it's not going to be a gigantic like calyx like this in the new place. He's going to have like stackable, modular, like nice tool storage to fit all of this. So we bought half of it. He has to go back to Home Depot this weekend to pick up more of them because they were out at the certain location we were at. But next weekend, he'll buy the rest and then start packing all of this up. Because the good thing about this is that it's packable and it's like movable. Like it's got wheels on it, so it's really, really nice. But then when we move, we can also keep the tools in here and just put it in the closet or something. And it'll take up a lot less space than all of this. We went through all of our like sentimental kind of tchotchke things because those are some of the first things I'm going to pack. I got some of the Ziploc bags out, the vacuum seal bags, just so I could start packing away some of our like squishies. These are all of our sentimental things that I'm gonna start packing up once I get the sentimental stuff packed up. And we took the squishies down from up here. Here in the kitchen, sorry I have the laundry going, but we also picked up some of these glass divider kits. And then I also have a dish, it's down there, I don't want to pull it out, but it's a dish packing kit, so it has the dividers and also comes with like the styrofoam, thank you, to pack in between. But since the kitchen's probably gonna be the last thing we pack up, just putting those to the side for now. And that's what we've got right now. So I thought it would be a good way to end this vlog by packing our first box. And the first box I was thinking of was my sentimental shit pile. This is my crate right here, and it's got my sentimental shit in it. Anything that we're gonna have the movers move, we're putting in a Home Depot box. And then anything else that the movers, like we're gonna move ourselves because we have 2 months of layover between the two leases, we're gonna pack in a non-Home Depot box. So I think for sentimental shit box, I wanted to put it in a non-Home Depot box. We've got some Amazon boxes out there, so I'm gonna grab one and we're gonna go through this box and pack our very first box to finally, hopefully, get out. Alright, so I thought that crate would fill up the whole box, but I still have a good amount of room left, so I'm gonna grab some of our sentimental stuff from the bedroom and start packing them in here as well. I also found a few things I'm gonna be moving to the safe because they're like old IDs and stuff, so those should be in a safe and not in here. Alright, so one box down, about a billion to go. So I'm gonna leave the vlog off here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog, which will be our official moving vlog #1. It can't come fucking soon enough. See you later. Bye.